I'm working on Soul Decode. It's inspired by Undertale and One Shot. Except you can delete objects and NPCs, and the game reacts to it. The code is actually done. The game autosaves like in One Shot and lets you save into a star similar to Undertale. The world of Soul Decode doesn't follow the same rules as ours. And you are not who you control. You can talk to them, even name them. You guide and control them as their god. They are called vassal by the world. Is that a typo? Yes. Will I fix it? I already use it in everywhere. So probably not. Let's go back to the bridge for a moment. This is from another game that I worked on in a team for a game jam. It's from The Order of the Divine. This game in essence is a spiritual successor. For that game, Killian did the art, Joike did the music and Nagendra did the level design, but while I did coding and story. Well, it doesn't really have much of a story to be honest. I will link the each IO pages of the game and the others in the description. Do check them out, they are great creators. I am working solo on Soul Decode for now, but I would like to have them on board someday. Not now though, I want to prove the concept first. Let's look at combat next. Yeah, the inspiration is pretty clear, but this one isn't turn-based. I did try to make it familiar though. And yes, the character can refuse to attack when you try to. They are not you, they have their own agency. The game currently lacks a title screen. I do have a menu though. Don't worry about the god dialogue for now. This took me 6 months to make. And the battle UI, which should be more complicated, took only a week? Less than it even. The current art is mostly placeholder. I do like the tile sets though and the lighting. I do realize the current full art for the battle UI is a bit too large, but I will change it a little later in development. It is not a priority right now. Art isn't my forte to begin with. I do drawing sometimes, but not professionally. I didn't know if these look like spider lilies. But then someone asked on a short of mine if these were spider lilies. That gave me quite a bit of a reassurance. On that note, I do have 3 devlogs in short form. And I will be giving more updates in short form than in long form for obvious reasons. As for sound, I literally only have one OSC. It is playing in the background. I'm probably worse at sound design than drawing. In case of the dialogue needs more work. There is a lot more reactions that I want to add, but I will need to figure out where those reactions should stay and how those reactions should be. So I will delay finishing it for later. As for what I am working on right now, I am working on the next room. The next few rooms are going to be puzzle rooms, and the next one in particular is going to build up on the bridge puzzle. After this ruins-like area is done, I will create a demo and then launch a Kickstarter for the game. Though the save from the demo may not carry over cleanly to the full game, I will try to make it work, but I can't guarantee it. The next parts are going to be a bit more technical. A lot of what I have worked on is very technical, but I think a lot of it is pretty cool too, so I want to talk about it. For all the narrative bits, I ended up building event trees. And the funny part is, I didn't even knew they were event trees until I learned about event trees. Also, the overworld events can actually save mid-event, which is pretty cool in my opinion. No other event can do it though. I also have a bullet pattern maker, and both NPCs and player uses it. I can actually implement different attack patterns for different weapons, which is pretty cool. I don't use keyframes here though. I use what I call frames with a delay and a duration. It is just easier for me to wrap my head around is all. The bullet path can be either anchored to the attacker, anchored to the target, or be absolutely positioned. This can allow me to make a lot of cool attack patterns, like homing bullets. Now for damage. For that I wanted to look at Undertale and look at how it did damage. That's when I found out you can do damage even with zero attack in Undertale. And that's when it clicked. In Undertale, a human is far stronger than a monster, and that is the reason why a human can damage a monster even with zero attack. That's so cool way to do storytelling through mechanics. Anyways, in my game the numbers are going to be a bit more truthful, since my game doesn't have any lore like that. This game won't have as many combat as in Undertale, since that is not one of the key focus of the story. However, if you go for genocide, then yeah, there will be combat. Additionally, combat will always be initiated by overworld people, so there won't be any random combat unlike Undertale. In that regard, it is more similar to Deltarundo. I will also be adding some pretty cool Easter eggs as well. The current path is pretty linear though, and I want to change that. I want to add some more non-linearity to the game because I think that is cool. About the deletion mechanic, its implementation gave me so many different mechanics, man. For example, I can actually reset a map by deleting the folder. Although the world does remember, but the world can recall it by itself. It needs you to do manual save to recall itself. What I aim to do with this game is that I want to combine both Undertale and One Shot and then pull the meta to the absolute limits. That's all for now. Next time I will have some puzzles to solve. Look forward to that.